Okay, now 4-0, in this fraction problem, Martin has a pan of cornbread and he's cut it into equal pieces. If you look at the picture on the right, do you see how I found 1/3 for the neighbor? He has given 1/3 of the cornbread to his neighbor. So what I did is I looked at the diagram that you were given, the pan. It's cut into 12 equal pieces. But I know 12 divided into thirds would be 4 equal pieces. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 1/3 of that pan, boys and girls, would be 4 square units. So I just wrote neighbor and I shaded in a red pen the 4 pieces of cornbread. It asks you to use the model to show the 1/3. Now if you look to the left, as long as you have 4 pieces marked off, that's 1/3 of that pan. So if you just didn't do one row, if you did 4 square units, you're fine. Okay, that works out well. Then it says, explain how you can use the model to show 1/3, which we just did. Then it says, write a fraction that is equivalent to 1/3. Well, I started just thinking about equivalent fractions. I did 1/3, and I multiplied both the numerator and the denominator by 2, right down here. And I know that 1/3 is 2/6, but I didn't see it up in the picture. So I thought, well, 2/6 is an equivalent fraction of 1/3. Then I did 1/3, and I multiplied both the numerator and the denominator by 3, and I got 3/9. And I didn't see it up in the picture. However, here, I love this one because I can totally see it in the picture. 1/3, if I multiply the numerator and the denominator by 4, I get 4/12. And if you look closely, you can see 4 out of the 12s right up here, okay? So 1/3 is equal to 2/6, which is equal to 3/9, which is equal to 4/12. You can totally see 4/12 here in this picture. Okay, so the next part, and I'm going to go, whoops, sorry, I got to erase all this. Okay, so the next part of this problem says that Martin gave 6/12 of the cornbread to his teacher. And it wants you to write a comparison using less than, greater than, or equals to compare the fractions 1/3 and 6/12. Explain how the model can be used to compare these fractions. Enter your comparison and your explanation in the space provided. So, boys and girls, what I did is I just copied his pan on this new piece of paper. I recorded, the neighbor. Whoops, let's see if I can do this. So I know that the neighbor has 1/3, which is equal to 4/12, right? And then it wants me to compare that to 6/12, right? And he has given 6/12 of the cornbread to his teacher. Well, the pan is in 12 equal pieces. 6/12, which I know is a half, would be 6 out of the 12 pieces. So I just wrote a T for teacher in each. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/12 there. Now, you might say, well, Miss O, I don't know if that's a half, but if I recreate that pan over here, boys and girls, right, let's see, go with a different color. And if I have, oh gosh, the teacher, I'm giving these pieces to. Okay. Do you see how that is 1/2? That I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Okay. Now I have a question for you. If Martin gives 1/3, which is equal to 4/12 of the bread to his neighbor, and he gives 6/12, which is equal to half of the bread to his teacher. How many pieces does he have for himself? And if you look at my picture to the very right in purple, you should be able to see that he has 2 pieces for himself. Okay, I hope this helped.